All right, hi, welcome back for part 2 of building our December daily. So today we're going to work on the pages. Last time we were here, we did the cover, so this is my cover right here. And today we really need to insert the pages in it. It is December 1st officially, and so I don't know about you, but I am ready to start journaling inside of my, my December daily. So we need to definitely get started on putting our pages inside. So what you need to do is you need to grab out in your kit, if you are following along, you need to grab out the pages that are intended to go inside. So these are journal pages. We still have a couple of bags that have like the envelopes, which we'll need. And of course you'll need these things that say handmade items. This has some tags and stuff in it. And these are just like for embellishing the pages. So let me see. Yep, so that's mainly what we're going to be using right now is these journal pages because we're going to insert them. Let me tell you, if you are following along with us, these pages measure 5.5 by 8.5. And so you just need to grab up some pages that you have. I'm not really going to worry necessarily about the order of the pages at this point. My main concern right now is just kind of getting them cut, or getting them punched and stuff so that we can have them to use. Let's see. All right, so these are some book pages, some plain paper. Okay, so these are kind of like the different pages. And what is this? Is this just all pattern paper? Yeah, mostly pattern paper. Okay, cool. So what you do need to look at is like which direction you want your paper. So since some of these are single-sided, so if I want it to open up like that, I need to kind of decide that right now, or if I want just kind of like it to be like this whenever I flip through my journal, if I want to have a blank page and then like a decorative page to put pictures on or whatever. I'm going to look at the book that she made real quick. So this is our sample that we're following. This first page, we have just kind of a decorative card. There's an envelope here, and let's see, this first, kind of the first actual page is this one. So these I can add into my journal wherever. I don't have to put those right here where she had them. In fact, I might move the envelope. Let me see. Yeah, I might save the envelope and not put it yet. I know that we're going to take my daughter on Tuesday to go see Moana, so I would like to have something like this to put the movie tickets in. So I'm going to probably hold off on putting that at the very front, just so that I can use it later on. Yeah, so let's grab... Oh, see, and these are plain pages that she had, and she decorated them. Okay, so... let's do like this. Let me see. Okay. For now, let's just kind of go with rotating them every other. Yeah, like that. Oh, that's pretty together. All right. And I'm not sure how I'm going to shove the other pages in here. Oh, this is a double-sided page. That's nice. All right, these are cream pages. All right, I'm going to go ahead and use this. All right, so I'm going to take my cover of my journal and I'm going to open it up. And kind of like we did for the back cover where we traced it the other day to get the back lined up, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to take my front cover. Let's untie it. I'm going to take this back cover and line it up with these pages just to make sure I can get my holes in the right spot. All right, so let's take this part and set it aside. I'm going to use this to trace my holes with, just for hole punching purposes. Okay, so I'm going to make sure this is lined up where I want it. And I'm going to try to punch through a stack of these at a time just to kind of save time a little bit. I'm pretty sure this Crop-A-Dile would handle that. All right. Okay, so I drew my little holes right here. And I've got my Crop-A-Dile right here. I don't know, that's quite a few pages. I don't know if it's going to cut through that easily. I'm just going to see if it works. And it did. Look at that. Wow, that punched through a lot of pages. Well, that's nice. That saves me some time. If that doesn't work for you, if you don't have the Crop-A-Dile and you just have a regular hole punch, you might want to just do a few pages at a time. But this thing is doing a really good job of punching through these. All right, last hole. Oh, this last one's gonna be hard. Okay. All right, so that's nice. So those pages are all punched and ready to be added. Let's go ahead and do a few more. And the nice thing about this is if I decide I don't want a page where I have it placed right now, I can always go back and move it to a different spot because of us using the rings. We won't do quite so many for this. All right, so we're gonna take this. I'm just gonna use this top paper now. These are all the same sheet. Oops. I went too fast. I'll have to use some heat to erase that off there. All right. So now let's do this part. All right. All right, and this one. Okay. All right, this is my last stack. This is a thick stack, so we'll see if this one does okay through this. I don't know how many pages this is of paper. I didn't count them, but it is quite a bit. In fact, there's so many here, I feel like this could be a 2-year journal and not just a 1-year December daily. Unless you do a lot of writing and photos, then you might be able to fill it up in a year. Or even using it going into like January. All right. Hold on now. Okay. All right, so there's that. All right, so our pages are all hole punched and ready to be added to our December daily. Get all these little circle pieces out of the way. All right, and my cover is right here. So what I'm gonna do, since I know that there was a little decorative card at the front, I'm gonna grab that out of my bag, and I'm just gonna go ahead and get that hole punched because I could still stick that in where it was. So I'm gonna pull it out of the ephemera and such. It was just this little guy right here. Because I don't mind if that sits in the front, that's fine. So yeah, I'm gonna kind of, do I want it at the top? She had hers at the bottom. No, hers was at the top. I might do the same thing. I might let it hang at the top of the, yeah, I think that's where I want it. I'm gonna put mine right here. Okay. Okay. Move the that out of the way and hole punch. Okay. So that's ready to go in the journal also. Okay, and let's grab our journal. All right. I'm gonna put the cover back on where it goes. And I'm gonna go ahead and slide this card in the front. Like this. Okay, and then I kind of have these how I want them, I think, but I'm going to start sandwiching pages in between them, I think. So that's going to be page 1. Let's see. Let's go ahead and put this one for page 2. And this one. This might end up being a pocket page. So I'm gonna slide this in like this. All right, and let's grab a regular piece of paper. All right, so I'm gonna just kind of put this next part to music, just kind of fast forwarding where I want my papers to be set up to go inside the journal. We of course will remove them as we work on them and kind of move around them that way, but I'm gonna do this next part pretty quickly, okay? Okay, so now I have all of my pages kind of in the order that I think I'm going to put them. Like I said before, they are in a rings, so if I don't like the placement of them later on and I want to move a page around, that's completely easy and fine to do. So now I'm just going to go through and I'm going to add them into my journal, and then I'll come back and we might have time to work on the first couple of pages. Okay, so I did add all of my pages in, so I'm just gonna go ahead and close this up. And yeah, so I'm excited to get started on adding things to my journal. I would say we added, I don't know, I wanna say there was at least 50 pages. I felt like there was closer to 100 pages that we added. Like I said, I did not add them, so if you have the kit, you know that there's just a ton of pages that we added. So you add whatever you need to add for your December daily, however you desire to use it. The next thing we're going to probably do, though, I'm looking at my little, all right, so we are going to do a waterfall. So we're going to add the waterfall. There is in your kit, it was listed, let me see where I saw that. Oh, handmade items. It should be in here, I think. I think there's already a waterfall that is put together for you. So you can grab that out. And there's also a little, let me see, in your ephemera and such, there should be a little snowflake that we're going to put on the front of that, or a little wooden piece. So mine is actually not a snowflake. Mine is a little Christmas tree. And that little wooden embellishment can go right here, just to add a decorative element to your little waterfall. So I'm going to go ahead and let's see. So that's going to go on this page. This is one of our first pages. And we also have another piece that's going to go on the back side of this page. Another little interactive element. So what you could do is you could just glue this down flat if you'd like, or if you'd like to make a pocket, you can just glue around 3 corners. I think I want to make mine as a pocket, just so that I can add a tag or something to stick out of the side for journaling purposes. Because this, I mean, you could journal on this, but to me, a waterfall is usually for like photos. And so I'm not sure yet if I'll use it for photos or if I'll use it to journal on. I'll make sure I put the glue on the right spot. Okay. All right, so I glued mine on 3 sides so that I could use that as a pocket later on. I was going to say too, if you do plan on using this for more than 1 year, a way you could separate out your years is to put a tab on the side. And so for the first year, you could have wherever the year ends a tab, and then that would go into your next year. You could add another tab if this lasts you multiple years, but I feel like it could if you don't use multiple pages for each day. Let's add this little guy right here. All right. Okay. So we're going to let that dry, and then we're going to do something on the back of this. Let's see. I don't know where that piece is. All right, hold on. Let me track down the piece and I'll be right back. Okay, so the thing we're going to use, so I did make one mistake. So this was actually supposed to be a snowflake, and you do have a snowflake piece if you were following along in the kit. I used the tree. That's okay. We can use the snowflake on the next page just to make it a little bit different. But the pieces you're going to need next, I think, are right here in this journal builder packet. So I'm going to just grab out the ones that we need. I'm going to see which one it is first of all. So I know we're going to need this on one of the pages, and it is already scored. So I'm going to grab this out and set it to the side. The piece I'm looking for is, I don't think it's any of these pieces. So it's not that. It's not that. This is going to be for the next page. It might be a piece I have to cut out. Oh, you know what? I think it is. Okay, so let's see. I'm gonna grab out, it's not these pieces. I think it's that. Oh, it is gonna be this piece. Okay, so we're gonna need, it has the squiggly scalloped looking edge. So we're gonna need that piece, and then we're also going to need this, this piece down here, this piece here, and I want to say we're going to use this little piece down here. You know what? Maybe it's this piece. It's this piece right here. So this piece, and this piece. So I'm going to cut these out and I'll be right back. Okay, so I have those pieces punched out. I did accidentally cut out the wrong one, so I'm just going to stick that back away. And so this goes back into my little section that says Journal Builder so that I can use those later on down the road whenever I get to those pages. And then, so we have that. This piece goes onto this side like that. And then this piece was found in the handmade items. And this is going to go underneath it like this. And so what I did was I tried to fussy cut that out along the lines that she had, and I messed it up, so I just cut it straight across and used a border punch to kind of make it look a little bit more decorative. And then I also did like a little tag punch at the top. I'm noticing my tag punch though, I did not do it correctly with my hands, so I'm gonna use, I'm terrible at fussy cutting, I really am, and I can never do it straight. Let me just try to cut off a little bit more so it looks a little more even. Okay, so this is going to go down here at the bottom. This piece is going to go right here. And then on the other side, we cut out that little piece and it goes on like this. And let's see, underneath this, we've got this going this way. And there's another piece that goes here. So let me see if it's in this bag right here. Oh yeah, it's right here. Okay, so out of handmade items, you pull this piece and this piece right here as well. Oh, and then these other pieces came out of the Journal Builder bag. All right, so now all we have to do is assemble. So I'm going to fold on the score line and I'm going to start putting these pieces together. So I'm going to use my glue. Okay, and this piece is going to go on this little thing. And obviously, if you're not a fan of this spread, you do not have to follow it exactly. You have creative liberty to do whatever you would like as far as the page goes and making it your own. This piece is going to open up down here at the bottom like this, and then this piece is going to go up here at the top. Okay. Okay, and then this one is going to go down underneath it, over top of it like this. Okay, so now that side is done, and this side, I'm going to glue the bottom piece first. Okay, and then we're going to do the top piece. All right. Okay, so I have those done. Now I do know that so because I messed it up with that one piece with the tree, I'm gonna need my little snowflake now to decorate this piece. My glue, it did not hold that piece down. Oh, I did that. I'm gonna just use a clip and clip that down so I don't have to hold it. Okay. All right, so our little snowflake is now going to be right here, at least for me anyways. If you didn't do that part, you can put the snowflake on the other page and then put the tree right here. But I'm going to just roll with what I've got. Okay, let's see. And because this has a little bit of weight to it, it's going to kind of hold it in place for us. All right. Okay, so that is the first couple of pages of our December daily. So now we can officially kind of start using it. I will come back hopefully tomorrow and have some more pages. We'll do more pages together as we keep continuing working through this journal. But I wanted to at least get our pages added and the first couple pages kind of set up so that we can go ahead and start using it. But I hope you're enjoying this little tutorial and this make along. I hope you guys are following along. And anyways, I hope you're enjoying it. You guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care.